I'm astrologer and life coach Penny Dix. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Welcome back if you're one of my regular visitors here. And if this is your first time, a big welcome to you. And I hope you very much like what I do. And if you do, I'd love it if you'd subscribe. So today I'm bringing you a rather important heads up short video. And the one for today is about our very big outer boy, Jupiter, our planet of expansion, of luck, of opportunity. And Jupiter today, the 16th of May, which I will own up to being my birthday. So thank you in advance, because I know some of you already wished me happy birthday, and thank you so much. 68 times round the sun as of today. That's quite an achievement. So anyway, I think it is symbolically quite good for me and anyone else who has a birthday today, the 16th of May, that Jupiter comes into our sign of Taurus. Although we have to wait for it to actually come to where the sun is today, because the sun is at 25 degrees of Taurus. So there's a way to go before Jupiter reaches its conjunction with the natal sun for people born on the 16th of May. But people born at the beginning of May are really going to enjoy this beneficial, beneficent planet, sprinkling fairy dust, bringing luck and opportunity. Watch out for expanding waistlines. It's Taurus. We like our food. Watch out for that. But Jupiter, for all those people in the first few days of May, you are really going to enjoy this energy. Sorry, first few days of Taurus. So this takes us back actually a little bit in time. So you're going to be enjoying the benefits of Jupiter. Now, as I said, so today Jupiter goes into Taurus. Now, Jupiter is going to be in Taurus for approximately a year. Jupiter usually spends about a year in each sign, because it takes 12 years to go round the zodiac. So with this kind of energy, you need to think back to, let's see, how's my maths? I think I worked it out as 2011. 2011 was the last time that Jupiter was in Taurus. So I can't remember what I was doing 12 years ago. I've looked at photos, but on my phone, they don't seem to go back that far. They go back to 2012, but I don't seem to have much. So obviously we didn't use smartphones so much in those days, which is interesting. So, you know, but if you do keep a diary, then go back and have a look. Everyone, every sign, not just Taurus, everyone, look at what was going on for you 12 years ago, because that will give you an indication of the kind of energies, the kind of part of your chart that you can enjoy this energy. So I will talk about it as we go through the year and refer to it in the monthly astrological horoscopes when I do your monthlies. So you will get a sense of how Jupiter is affecting each of the signs. So in this particular event chart, because this kind of sets the scene for what we can expect. First of all, I think the most significant transit that I want to mention is that Jupiter is squaring Pluto. Pluto that is retrograde in Aquarius, making his journey back towards Capricorn, where he will stay for a while. Now, Pluto, as you know, is the planet of transformation, of death, rebirth, beginnings, endings. It's also about power. Now, Jupiter squaring this powerful planet can expand the kind of energy that we don't want to see a lot of, because this can be people being too grandiose, people putting information out there or behaving in a way that is clearly out of kind of place with where we might see leaders, for instance, being really a bit bombastic, being a bit pushy, a bit forceful. Now remember, this is the 16th of May, so this energy has already been around for a few days, for a week or so, and it is actually going to linger on almost for the rest of May, because Jupiter's only going to move a little way in to Taurus at this point, and also is going to form part with Pluto, the North Node, and Mars when it moves into Leo, this fixed grand cross that I've talked about and that I will be doing a separate heads up video about. So that's the first aspect we need to look at. So we might see, whilst Jupiter goes through Taurus, people being a little bit inflated, being a little bit above their station. That's the kind of energy that is coming through to me. So let's see what else is going on, because we're building up to a new moon, and the moon in this event chart is coming up to be conjunct Jupiter. So remember, the moon moves quite quickly, so it will soon come up, be conjunct Jupiter, whiz past, and then on the 19th will be conjunct the sun in Taurus. Now Jupiter is also making a nice helpful aspect, which is known as a sextile, which is kind of like that, to Saturn. Saturn in Pisces, my big boy of boundaries, timing, restriction. Now, I think it's quite good that Jupiter is making a sextile to Saturn, because Saturn is going to just kind of put the brakes on a bit with some of this bombastic energy that is coming from the square to Pluto. So also, because it's Pisces, settling it down a bit, adding a little bit of empathy and gentleness. So really, it's just about being aware of these energies so that we can, the more we know ourselves, the more we are aware of how we work on an inner level, it helps make sure that we don't become inflated. We have to constantly check through our egos, which I'm sure you're aware a lot of people on the public stage, let's say leaders, are not always good at sensing when their egos get out there ahead of themselves. And it's only through self-awareness that one can keep a tight rein on one's ego. So Saturn's presence here is very helpful. And Saturn is also making a trine aspect to Venus in Cancer. Venus, of course, is about relationship, love. It's also about value and self-worth. And interestingly, in the event chart, Venus is in the 8th house, which of course is about other people's money. It can be about banking. And Venus rules Taurus. So there's an element here that perhaps, again, which I saw with the Mercury going direct, there's a little bit of an easing off in any tension that we've experienced about the financial markets or about the economy in general. What else have we got? Well, we still have this lovely trine from Mars in Cancer to Neptune. It's a really lovely, lovely energy. So I did talk about the Mars trine Neptune in the Mercury direct video. So I won't go into that in too much detail, but just to remind you that Mars helps actually get some action into the dreams that you want to manifest. And Neptune in this event chart is in the part of the chart that's to do with kind of the arts, anything artistic and creative. So Mars is saying, I'm going to help give you the energy to start creating, to start painting that picture, writing that book, writing that blog, making that video, whatever it is that you need to get moving on, Mars will help you stop procrastinating. Because I think whilst Mercury was retrograde, it really caught a lot of us in. So, well, maybe I'm talking personally, but into procrastination. It's like it gave me permission to sit back and think, I'll do it tomorrow. So no hiding place now. Mercury is direct. So I have to get on with what I have to get on with. Now, let me just see what else we've got going on, because Jupiter is also, with this entry into Taurus, making a very nice sextile also to Venus that rules Taurus in Cancer. So Jupiter is expanding the energy of Taurus, but bringing in some of the self-worth and value and the emotion and the feeling that Venus in Cancer can bring. So this entry for Jupiter into Taurus is really full of beneficial feelings and energies. So I do feel that it bodes well for how Jupiter is going to affect us all over the next year. Obviously, there will be twists and turns, and we're going to have various points throughout the year. A little bit later on, when Jupiter comes up to conjunct Uranus, I'm not quite sure when that is, but I just want to give you a quick heads up about that, because Uranus, let me see, it's not until, I think it might not be till next year. Bear with me, I'm nearly there. It's not going to be till next year. It's actually, we're looking at it being conjunct Uranus round about April 2024. And that's massive. But you don't need to worry about that now. But when Jupiter conjuncts Uranus in Taurus, massive energy. So I think that's really what I want to say about this energy. I like Jupiter in Taurus, and I know it can expand the negative. So as much as it can help our economy and our own personal financial situation perhaps improve, it may make us overspend. So be careful that you get that balance right. I like Jupiter in Taurus, but at the same time, it could expand if we have any aspects or angles that are not so good for the economy. Then Jupiter is going to expand that into the negative. But remember, these energies are neutral. It's very much how we choose to work with them. And I always think it's so important to kind of come back to that point and really look at it and remind ourselves that we have choice. We always have choice. We can respond and make lemonade when given a basket of lemons. Or we can, I don't know, chuck them in the back of the fridge and wonder what on earth to do with them. Or make a drizzle cake. Gosh, I wish I could cook. I'm a Taurus. I should be able to. I probably could if I put my mind to it. But I'm lazy, which is also another Taurian kind of foible. So what can you do? But there are probably some great Taurus bakers out there and cooks. My talents tended to go in different directions and not so much into the kitchen. But on that note, thank you so much for joining me for this short heads up video on May the 16th. As I say, happy birthday to all my fellow 16th of May astrological twins. And please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Please subscribe to my website too. The website address is in the description box underneath the video. And remember, the website also takes you to the private sessions page where you can find the contact form to contact me for a personal one-to-one astrological session. I think that's all I need to say for today. So thank you so much for joining me. Bye for now.